Welcome to episode 36 of Get to Know Your Nation, Portugal. This is going to be a lot of fun because we already talked about Lionel Messi in Argentina. Now let's talk about Cristiano Ronaldo in Portugal. Yeah, we are talking the GOAT debate. Cristiano Ronaldo or Portugal? I guess the only one who loves Portugal and Cristiano Ronaldo is Aisha Speed. Shout out to him. Anyways, Portugal, this is their ninth World Cup appearance. They debuted in 1966, 1986, 2002, 2006, 2010, 2014, 2018, and 2022. Their best finish was in third place in 1966, their first ever World Cup appearance. They finished in third place. I'm guessing that was the biggest surprise. Their coach is Roberto Martinez, who, if you remember, he was the coach in 2018's World Cup and 2022's World Cup for Belgium. And since he left Belgium, he took over the Portuguese job. And look what he's doing. 26 wins, 7 draws, 5 losses. I think if we're talking one of those underdog teams or dark horse teams, this is one of them. Players to watch, and obviously the biggest question is going to be this. Will this be Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup? He's 41 years old, of course. He is playing with Al Nassr, and just today he was an emotional today after a draw with Al Hilal as they're getting ready to celebrate for a chance to win the Saudi Pro League. The title's coming to Al Nassr, and Cristiano Ronaldo's going to win it. But yeah, let's go back to his resume. He's won the Euros, of course, with Portugal, the Nations League with Portugal. He's never won the World Cup, in which 2022 could have been his year, but lost to Morocco. 2018 would have been his year too, but unfortunately fallen short. There's a lot of questions on Cristiano Ronaldo. Is this going to be his final World Cup? And if this is his final World Cup, can he do the same thing what Lionel Messi did in 2022? And that is to get to the World Cup final. We'll see if the 41-year-old can lead his nation to a World Cup final. Another player that should have a lot of experience, Bruno Fernandes, their captain, who has been having a tremendous season with Manchester United. He's going to have to play really good as a midfielder. And again, he's never won the World Cup. He's done great as a midfielder for the club of Manchester United and for his nation. We'll see, but I think Bruno Fernandes, just like Cristiano Ronaldo, is this going to be his final World Cup? One of those players that is the rising player is Nuno Mendes, defender for PSG. He's 23 years old. By the way, Portugal needs some young defenders, and this is one of them. So I'm interested to see where they put him. He's probably a left back, so that's a great position for him. And then Diego Costa, goalkeeper for FC Porto, 26 years old. He's still slinging there in Porto, in the Portugal League. I think he has to step up in this World Cup. I know last year was been some ups and downs, but I think this year could be his big year for Portugal. So going over their group, DR Congo, that's where they start. Then Uzbekistan. Then they play Colombia. Yeah, that Colombia game, we'll talk a little more about that one, but that is going to be a game to watch. So their best scenario is they beat DR Congo, they beat Uzbekistan, and then I think this is one of the best scenarios. If they beat Colombia, they would be first place. If that happens, potential Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi matchup in Kansas City in the quarterfinals. Listen, if that happens, how many people will want to go watch that game in Kansas City? I think their best scenario is the semifinals. If they can get over the quarterfinals, I think the semifinals is their best scenario. I think look at where they achieved since winning the Nations League or since the Euros. They want to win a World Cup now. And I think this year could be their year to get to the semifinals. Worst case scenario, let's say they get 2 wins against Uzbekistan and Congo. They draw with Colombia. That's not too bad. Um, I think worst scenario is the quarterfinals, and that would be if they lose to Argentina, in which it could be a potential quarterfinals match. But if that does not, but if they lose in the quarterfinals, that's it for Cristiano Ronaldo. It's over. So I think the worst scenario is quarterfinals. Now, Portugal, Colombia. That is the biggest game to watch. Jaime Rodriguez against Cristiano Ronaldo. Boy, those two are ending their careers in a bang for their nation. So we'll see what they do for their one last face off. I think this nation's going to win the group. I think their ceiling is high. The semifinals it could be in their hands. There's three things. One, they can win the group. Two, you have a chance to go play against Argentina, Messi versus Ronaldo. And then there's a real opportunity for you guys, for Portugal, to get to the World Cup final in MetLife Stadium or New York, New Jersey Stadium. So, again, I already talked about Portugal, talk about Colombia and DR Congo. I think Portugal will win this group, and I think they can get to the semis or quarterfinals for this year's World Cup. Episode 37, which is tomorrow, we'll get to talk about Qatar. If you haven't seen my other videos, go check them out on my channel. Of course, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell for more sports news.